okay, family. Boy, we've had a lot of feedback there. But you're all excited. I understand. You have friends that you're down there, you want them to listen, and that's a great thing. Because a lot of great things are happening here in Team Effort Network. You know what, Sam? I'm going to have to tell you guys, and I was out last weekend. Believe me, do I have another testimony for you all to listen to? And I won't be able to share today because we usually do our training today. But I want you all to know, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, we really have something when it comes to these vitamin sprays. I'm telling you, family. I'm telling you what I know. Based on what I went through last week in the hospital, and the results have been on the medication that the doctors try to give me, and then being able to go back on my vitamin sprays, you all it was like night and day. We really have our hands on something very wonderful, very beautiful. And I thank Melanie and Miguel for just taking the time to not only, be the first ones to use the sprays and get the results of it from little Gigi needing vitamin D and their whole family using the sprays themselves, but knowing that it was something wonderful, it was something great, it was something different, unique about this delivery system, about this supplement that would benefit everyone around the world. And as a result, from the little work that we've done, we've just done a little work. We haven't gone to work yet. We just scratched the surface. But it's time to get busy, family. And if you really love and care for your families and your friends and your relatives and those that you just passed, don't even know, you see there's stuff and they're going through something, we are really going to get busy and just go all out to make sure that we share as much as we can in regards to these sprays because they make a tremendous difference in your health and in your well-being. And we know we can't make any claims that vitamin sprays can heal or cure any type of sickness or disease that you have. We can't make that claim. But the testimonies that we're getting from the UK, from New York, from California, from Detroit, from Atlanta, Georgia, from Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, around the globe, all the testimonies that we're getting from Texas, from Houston, all around the globe, these are testimonies that are changing people's lives as a result of taking these sprays. And I'm telling you, what we have is something amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so grateful to be able to be a part of this, to be able to make a difference in the world, and to be able to make a difference in people's lives. Now, I'm going to pause so I can bring on my business partner, because I want to share my story so bad, and I want to go ahead and bring on my business partner right here. Pastor Delwaif, are you there, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Well, welcome back, partner. We missed you. I tell you, I don't know. I was walking around with one shoe on.
That's okay. I had the other one. But it was necessary. I say it was necessary. I don't mind being. I was thinking while I was in the hospital. I said, you know what, Lord? I like being used. I like being used to really go out there and see what something is really all about. And I just felt like it was just another story that needed to be told, something else that needed to happen, because somebody else needs to hear what happened, because somebody else is facing that same situation. And I'm telling you, Pastor Dale, what we have with these sprays is just incredible. It's just incredible.
Well, you were battling there a number of days, as you and I stayed in contact. And some days that you were really, really battling, and other days, and again, you were in the hospital, and they, gave you too much of something, just, and you just kept reverting back to your sprays and what they would provide for you, and each day you got better and better, and we were really excited about hearing you getting better. And so, again, we missed you, partner, but glad to have you back, glad to have you recovered and, ready to share why this company and where we are in this company right now is so important to everybody who knows anybody who needs to fight against their health, whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever ailment there is out there that people are being challenged by. we're hearing over and over and over how this product is changing people's lives. And you're going to hear a great testimony tomorrow from the UK. We finally started to get some UK testimonies. You're going to hear amazing testimony tomorrow from the UK about the product. And, it's we just opened the UK. So I'm telling you, this is a hot item. It is as Mel and Amy said, the hottest health and wellness company to launch in 2014. And it has proven to be just that, and I'm so glad that we're in a position to really benefit from it. And again, we're here to help people make a change in their life, not only health-wise, but financially-wise as well. And it's a product and a company that's going to help people make a difference.
Yeah, and it's when I realize that we're not moving fast enough. I realize that we're not doing it as good as we could be doing it. There are so many people out there waiting. I mean, hundreds and thousands of people waiting to hear what we have. And I don't know what we're going to need to do to get to put the turbo in or to nuke it. Somebody said nuke it a couple of weeks ago. We have to speed it up, man. We have to take it to the next level.
Well, you're right. Me and Mr. T was talking about that the other day. The importance of, us getting these numbers up. We're doing a great job. The numbers are growing. There's less than 2,000 people right now, and we're really looking forward to doubling that number over the next few months. That's why it's so key right now, guys, to talk to people. What great opportunity to be in a company that's 11 years old. You just started a new division where you can be at the top of the company, and just in a matter of a year or 2 years, having 40, 50,000 people in the company, and you're number 1,500. That's going to be huge for anybody who's ready to change their lives and change their finances.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Monday morning. We know what happens on Monday morning. Let's get it started up in here. But, first of all, before we go on our coach, let me congratulate all those who qualified and won the July Sizzle promotion. So congratulations to all the winners. This is what what this promotion was. If you signed 2 new business partners on the Diamond Package and you help those 2 to do the same, then you qualify. If you did it between July 1 and July 16th, then you qualify for that promotion. Now, if you qualify for that, you need to email your name and your member ID number into bonus@TEIcorporate and spell corporateout.com. So email your name and your member ID number into bonus@TEI, that's T as in Tom, E as in, T as in Tom, excuse me, T as in 10, E as in effort, I as in international, and then corporate, CORPORATE.com. Mail your name and your member ID number into that email just to let them know that you did qualify and you did win that promotion. Also, for those that's trying to get your room blocked for the big East Coast Regional that's coming up September 27th, you want to go ahead and book your room. The number to dial to book your room is 877-382-7299. So 877-382-7299. That's the number to call to book your room. And the group name is 10 Team Effort. So if they ask you what is the group name, it's 10 Team Effort. I think they have it started for September the 26th. I know the event's on the 27th, but I think that the date actually, but booking starts on September 26th. So you have to get that date so they'll know that that's the room block you're looking for. And also, I'm getting more. Yeah. Go ahead, Twain.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you in case you have problems getting your rooms booked there at the Gaylord. I'm gonna give you executive founding number, LCQ qualifier, Maureen Smith. I'm gonna give you her phone number, and she will do a great, excellent job taking care of that for you. Here is Maureen's number. Her number is 703-989-6254. Okay, that's Maureen Smith, 703-989-6254. She'll do a great job getting you situated there at the Gaylord. So we're ready and in position for the East Coast Regional. Yes.
That's going to be an exciting time. That's going to, before we bring on Miss Coach Nikisha, that's going to be an exciting time, guys. So the rooms are going fast, so make sure you go ahead and book your room. Even if you're not paying for it right now, go and book it. All right? So now, real quickly, we still have a promotion on the table, a team promotion that Pastor Denise and myself have given for the team. No one won the $500 last week, okay? And so we carried over a new promotion this week just for the team. If you're on Mr. B's team, if you're on Pat and Cheryl's team, if you're on Barry Ackles' team, if you're on John Peavy's team, Kevin Bond, Anita Bond, Anita Poole, Nikisha Bond are our team. The promotion is extended till Wednesday noontime this week. Wednesday noontime this week. If you have recruited 5 people to the Diamond Package between Thursday last week and Wednesday this week by noon, we have raised that cash bonus from $500 to $700. All right?
Woo,
$700. Go and get it. I've been looking in the back office. There's some folks trying to get it. Boy, I tell you, I looked yesterday, man, we must have had about 9 people. People are trying to get it, so I'm telling you. And on the 18th, you probably had just about as many as that. So it's popping out there. People are racing. They're trying to get that. So the first one to get their first 5 diamond packages before noon Wednesday, make sure you email me, Pastor Denise, inbox us on Facebook. We need to have a timestamp on you just in case somebody is on your heels and trying to get it done as well. So $700 is waiting for somebody to get that 7 diamond package in by Wednesday at noon. All right, I'm ready for Coach Nikisha.
Coach Nikisha Bond, are you there, my dear?
I'm here. I'm taking down notes. I'm getting all ready. I'm here.
A lot going on, Nikisha.
How are you? Very exciting times. I'm doing great. Pastor Denise, I just want to clarify, the code for the room, is that TEN team effort, or is that the number 10
that's
team
right.
effort?
No, the group name, I'm sorry. The group name is 10 team effort. So when you call the number, they didn't really post the code. So the download number just say that you want to book for 10 team effort, and that's the September 26th. Or
Perfect.
Oh yeah, September 26th. And then, if you have a problem, Nikisha, anyone that has a problem, please call Maureen, because she'll go right to it. She'll go right to it.
Great. So, are you guys ready today?
Huh? Say it again.
I said, are you guys ready to get started today?
Oh, we're ready. I'm sitting here in position, girl. Don't keep me waiting. We got things people to talk to. Sprays. We got to go. We're on a mission. We have to get busy. We're not moving quick enough.
I feel you on that, Pastor Denise. I feel you on that one. Okay, 10 family. Welcome. Okay, so today what I wanted to talk about is the blueprint for success. So like Pastor Denise said, we're revving up our engines, but we got to get going. We got to get down that street. And the key for us to be able to grow our businesses and for us to be able to earn that residual income that we're all looking for is to become duplicatable. Now, everybody has different skills when they come into this business. Pastor Denise has skills, Pastor Dallas has skills, but the key thing is that you're going to get someone in your business who may not have the same skills that you have. So it's very important that we teach a system. So that people, when they get signed up, they feel like they belong to someone. They feel like they know what to do when they get started. And so if you have people on your team and maybe they're not growing, or maybe you're not growing, and maybe you just say, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm excited. I believe in the sprays. I know that they work. What am I supposed to do now? Well, this is going to be your blueprint for success. So I want everyone to write this down, because this is what you need to be teaching to your new business partners. As soon as someone gets started, they're in. You have to make sure that they get started off the right way. The last thing you want to do is you don't want to just recruit people into your business. You want to sponsor them. I think we've talked about this in a few trainings. You want to give them the tools that they need in order to become a thriving individual, a thriving business owner, so that they can really go out there and make the money and get their dreams, the things that they've always wanted. So let's go ahead and get started. I know we're running a little late on time, so I'm going to talk a little fast, but make sure that you guys are writing it down. Okay, so I'm on about 9 different steps. So don't worry too much about the steps. We've gone over these before, so nothing is going to be really life-changing, but it's just something that you guys can write down and just remember to think. Am I doing all the steps? Am I teaching my new business partners? If you're trying to compete in the contest, you're going to have 5 new people coming in. You need to make sure that all 5 of those people get started off right. Okay, let's go. Number 1, become a product of the product. You know, I was getting all the testimonies together, and I was looking at all of them. And when you actually look at everyone's testimony and put it back to back to back, you can see what Pastor Denise is talking about and how we need to do this much, much bigger. There are people really suffering out there. And the first thing that you want to do when you join this business is start using the product so you can join that army of testimonials. You know, when you have a lot of testimonials, you don't have to go into all the details of the product. At that point, people don't even care. They just start to see results. And that's really what people are looking for. They've been taking pills for years. Pills haven't worked. You know, they've been struggling with whatever they've had for years, and whatever they've been taking hasn't working. So when they hear somebody who says, I had what you had, and now I'm feeling better thanks to these vitamin sprays, enough said, game over, close the book, sign me up. So we got to get more testimonies out there. So if you guys haven't recorded your testimony, make sure you record your testimony. Send those in to Dickie Soto so she can put them on the YouTube channel. You know, we're going to have the 10 TV coming out. So just make sure that you document those. But you can't document with something that you don't have. So you have to become a product of the product. You can't recommend something that you don't use. So the first thing people are going to say is, well, how does it work for you? You can spot all these different testimonies, but they're going to come back to you. And how does it work for you? Because they see you. They know you. And so they're going to want to see your results. The next thing you want to do, and this is just part of the system, this is just a part of the system of how we run business. You want to create a memory jogger. You want to use the memory jogger, and you want to write a list of all the people that you know. And you know what? Nowadays, you don't even have to write a list of all the people that you know. Look at your phone list. How many people do you have in your phone? And did you know this? Here's a really cool tip. Did you know that, and I'm not sure about for Apple phones, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. You can import your Facebook contacts onto your cellular phone, and it will populate with anybody who's populated their phone number on Facebook. So if you're saying, I know some people on Facebook, but I don't have their number, you might actually have their number, because if they populate it on Facebook, you can automatically download it into your phone. So the first thing that you should do when you start your business is just go through your phone. Go from A to Z, all the way through your phone. Go through your Facebook contacts. Reach out to people on Facebook. Message them. Get back in contact with people that you haven't seen in a long time. You know, LinkedIn. Get in contact with your people on LinkedIn. Look at the people on Twitter. So when people say, I don't know anybody, or I can only think of 4 or 5 people, that's probably not true. You probably have at least 1,000 people in your social media sites or on your cell phone right now that you can reach out to. So we have a huge pool. We just have to make sure we're going out there and contacting them. And then number 3, you want to make sure you're contacting people every day. Here's what happens in a lot of people's business. They come in, they hear the system. Oh, I only need 2. That's so simple. Oh, I'm excited. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I reach out to Bob and Jane. Bob is in a crisis in his life. He's not interested. Jane, she just never really got back to you. Oh my gosh, I can't find anybody to run my business. Oh, I don't know, this doesn't work, and I'm not sure. And then all that doubt starts to creep in. That's why you have to talk to people every single day. It starts to remove the fear, because you know that if Bob and Jane say no today, that tomorrow Tim and Sally might say yes. And so you have to make sure that you're continuing to talk to people every single day. Otherwise, fear will creep in, and it'll start to stagnate your business. You want to qualify, this is number 4, you want to qualify your 2 frontline people. You know, do they see the long-term vision? Can they make the auto-ship commitment? That's really important. Will they give this at least 12 months? You want to have someone who comes into this business who doesn't say, I'll just try it. I'll just try it and see how it works. You know, I've kind of done this before, but I'm not really sure, and, you know, this sounds okay, but I'm not really sure. Those aren't the 2 people that you want on your front line. The 2 people that you want on your front line who are like, yes, I am going to run with you. This is so exciting. This is the best thing since sliced bread. Let's go and get this, girl. We are going to max out this compensation plan. So those are the people that you really want on your front line, because those are the people that are going to help support you. Those are the people who are going to help encourage you, and you, in turn, are going to encourage them. And don't you want the people who are closest to you to be making the most money with you? That's what my always thought is, okay? So you want to make sure you qualify your truth from people. And let me give you some statistics. You know, a lot of people say this is about the numbers, and it really truly is about the numbers because you don't know where people are in their lives when you talk to them about this opportunity that's going to make them be able to see the vision or not see the vision. And so when I first got into network marketing, I really struggled with that because I was like, why doesn't everybody just see the vision? It's math. I mean, you really don't even have to think about it. It's math. If you calculate it, it makes sense and it will pay you. I don't understand what the problem is for anybody. Why isn't everybody opening to make extra money? But, you know, in my wisdom, I've learned that's just not the case. And everybody that you talk to isn't going to be interested. And they have their own personal reasons why they aren't interested. But I can tell you the number one reason why they aren't interested is because they don't have enough information to know that this is something they should be interested in. So that's a key point. But here, let me give you some numbers. If you connect with 2 to 5 people every single day, at least 4 times a week, that'll give you about 32 to 80 prospects on a monthly basis, right? So the law of averages goal should be to close at least 10% of them. That would give you a minimum of 3 to 8 new business partners every single month, just by talking to 2 to 5 people every single day. So, you know, a lot of times we get overwhelmed, right? We're thinking thousands of people. I got to talk to hundreds of people every single day. No, just make a commitment to talk to a select few people every single day, and you will start to see the numbers add up over time. That's something that we have to keep in mind, is everyone's trying to do everything at once. And I got to get 100 people in, or, you know, Vicky Soto said if I get 8 executives and 4, you know, I can do LCQ qualifiers. Let me find all these, you know, no. Calm down, simmer down. Get your first 2. Get your left and your right leg, okay? Then continue to just keep talking to people and keep adding people into your business, because all you're doing is giving people the opportunity to try these life-changing products and to get involved in an opportunity that can make them a residual income that could change their life. That's all you're doing. Don't make it too difficult. Get your 2, okay, and talk to people every day. That's as simple as it is. Don't make it too complicated. Okay, number 5, you want to make sure you're asking peak interest questions. So when you're talking to people, when the very first time that you're presenting this opportunity, and if you listen to the calls, you hear tons of different ones. You know, you hear, have you checked your vitamin D levels? You know, these are the things that have come on with the vitamin D. But I think probably one of the best ways to talk to people about the product is to just share your story. People love to hear stories. They love to hear what the products are doing for you. And even if you can't really pinpoint and identify exactly what the products are doing for you, give them a general overall sense of how much better you're feeling, how much more energy the cell energy is giving you. You know, one of the things I notice the most is if I don't take the sprays, I can see how I feel sluggish at the end of the day. I feel tired. I don't feel as alert. I don't feel as on my game when I don't take the sprays. And so that in itself is a testimony to just say I feel overall better with my health. You know, for the opportunity, what if you told someone that if, you know, you asked someone how much money they need to pay their bills, and you showed them the plan of duplication and just said, hey, do you know that in 12 months you could be making a residual income of $17,000 to $34,000 a month? Would that be of interest to you? Would you be able to be committed to something if I told you that was going to be the return on your investment? You know, these are questions that get people's interest. You know, you can ask people, if you were to take a snapshot of your savings and you were going to rate it from 1 to 5, what would you rate your savings? You know, if you lost your job right now, would you be able to take care of all the bills that you have? If not, is that a problem? You know, these are just things to just kind of figure out where people are in their lives. But most importantly, these are people that you know. And so you're going to know a little bit of what's going on in their lives. So just try and target your questions to, you know, really deal with what you think somebody is dealing with to find out if they're interested in the product or the opportunity. The next thing you want to do is you want to provide them with information. You know, give them tools that expose them to the business opportunity and the product. And remember, we're just exposing them at this point. This is the first time they've ever heard about it. Give them a spray to try. You know, I think I've talked about this before, the puppy dog effect. Say, here, try this, you know, D-Power. You know, and if you like it, it's $25. If not, you know, you can give it back to me at the end of the week. The puppy dog is like if you give a kid a puppy, you know, at the end of the week, they're going to love that puppy. They're not going to want to give it back. They're going to give you that $25 happily because they want to keep that spray. So that's a great way to expose people to the business is just let them try the sprays. Give them a brochure. Send them to the video on winwith10.com. That's win, W-I-N, with, W-I-T-H-T-E-N.com. so that they can see a video that talks a little bit about what we're doing here. So you're just providing information. And here's one of the keys that you have to remember. When you're exposing people to the business, they're going to do what you do. Now, if someone were to ask me about the business, I could spit the whole compensation plan to them. I could talk about every single product in very, very detail and all the ingredients in it. But you know what that does? That freaks people out, because the first thing that they're thinking is, oh, I have to do that too. I can't do that. And so you want to keep it very, very simple when you're first exposing them. You want to do something that's duplicatable. Handing people a spray, duplicatable. Sending people to a video, duplicatable. Giving people a brochure, duplicatable. Those are the things that you want to do, because they're already looking at, okay, this is what I was going to do. Oh, I can do that. That's no problem. So number 7, you want to follow up and invite. Once you've given them a little bit of information, you want to follow up with them. This is where the fortune is really, really made. Number 7 is where the fortune is really, really made, because you can give people a spray, but if you never follow up with them, they may or may not ever contact you. They may or may not even try the spray. You never know, because a lot of people are busy and they just forget. You know, people send me stuff or ask me stuff, and I forget all the time. But the people who follow up with me on a regular basis, I remember them. You know, if they call me 2 or 3 times about something they asked me to do, I'm probably likely to go ahead and do that thing that they asked me to do if I hadn't done it the first 2 times. Because now I'm thinking, okay, this person's going to call me back a 4th time, don't feel like having this conversation with them again, so I'm going to make sure that I do this or answer that call. Here's another great thing when you're following up with someone. A lot of people say, well, I've called somebody back a couple times and they never called me back. And so I said, I figured they weren't interested. Not that they're not interested, they probably just got busy. Here's a really good tip. When you call someone and you get their voicemail, tell them when you're going to call them back again. I can tell you, after 3 or 4 calls, they're going to call you back, because they know that you're going to keep calling them until they pick up the phone. And you've given them something. You've given them a spray. You've given them information. They should be you should let them know, I'm going to call you back and I'm going to follow up with you on this day and that day. They may or may not be there. If they're not, just say, okay, hey, I missed you. No problem. Then you can call back on Monday. So those are something that you really want to do, is make sure that you're following up with people. And you want to invite them out then. That's when, once you get in contact with them, now you want to invite them to, this is like 7 and 8, but I decided to make it 7. It could have been 8, because then I would have had 10. So you want to invite them out to a TTP, invite them to a Super Saturday, invite them out to a 3-way call, a webinar, a phone call. Invite them somewhere where they can get third-party validation. This is so key. Now, here's a really good tip, too. If you have a husband and wife team, this is a really great way to do third-party validation. You know, me and my husband do this all the time. You know, we have a prospect, he'll talk to them at first, and then he'll call me in a 3-way. Now, we and him are husband and wife, so I'm like, what's the big deal? But for some reason, when you get somebody else on the phone, it just validates that this is true. This is real. That, okay, there's more than one person, so this person's probably not crazy, probably not too good to be true, because they have another person on the line. You know, but if you and your husband are new, reach out to your sponsor or your sponsor's sponsor. That's why these events that you go to are so important, not just for the training, but also for the networking, to really find other people in your family who are going to help you grow your business. I mean, we 3-way call with people who don't even have nothing to do with our lines. You know, I know that you can call Memo if you have someone who's a Spanish speaker, and go talk to them. So, you know, we really have created this culture where you can reach out to anybody, which is why Pastor Denise can give out Maureen's phone number on a big call like this, because we really are family. So take advantage of your family. Let them close your prospects for you. Let them get that third-party validation and really validate that this is a great opportunity. And so when they hear from people other in the business, well, another thing that does is that's part of the duplication. It lets people know, hey, man, I don't even have to be on the phone with someone for them to join my business. I can call Nikisha, I can call Pastor Dale, I can call Terry Whitener, and they can close them for me. This is exciting because it makes it really easy for people. When people see that things are easy and simple, they're more likely to do them. If you sit on the phone for an hour, spitting out everything that you know about the business and the compensation plan, trying to convince them, they're like, man, I don't think I can do this. It makes them feel like they are, you can't see my air quotes, a salesperson, quote unquote. So you want to make sure that you make this very easy and very duplicatable. And number 8, you want to close them. You know, you'd be surprised how many people don't ask for the sale. You know, you send them through this whole process, this TTP, and you're thinking, oh, yeah, well, they've done a 3-way call, so of course they're going to get back to me. They may not. They might get busy. You never know. You want to make sure you ask for the sale. Say, hey, let's get you started. Let's get you signed up as a Diamond Pack. You're going to be really excited. This is how we're going to help you. This is how we're going to coach you. This is how we're going to mentor you. This is how we're going to get you to grow your business. Let's get you signed up. Do you want me to send you a paper application? Do you want to do it online? I'll walk you through it. Just take them to that next point. There should be an expectation that when you've given them all this information, boom, they are ready to make a decision. And if they're not, they probably just need more information, and you want to make sure you provide that for them. So let's say that they're not ready to sign up as a business partner. Sell them some products. Say, hey, well, here, how about this? You try all 4 sprays. It's going to change your life. Let's try all 4 sprays, and we'll get back with you in 30 days and see how it's changed your life. And then we're just going to share your testimony with other people. That's another good way. And if they don't want to do either one of those things, say, okay, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe it's not the right time. That's no problem. Do you know anybody else who could benefit from these sprays? Do you know anybody else who could benefit from this opportunity? Most people will be happy after you've gone through that whole process with them to leave you with a referral. So make sure that you're walking away with a new business partner, that you sold some sprays, made some retail sales, or that you got a referral. And then when you call that person for a referral, you can say, if they say, oh, hey, this person might be good for the business opportunity. You call that person up and you can say, hey, so-and-so told me that you were a dynamic leader, that you are a great entrepreneur, and that you might be open to some business opportunities. I have this. Can I send you some information? So then that's a great way for you to go ahead and start prospecting that referral by using the person that you do know as kind of like personal fact to the person that you don't know. And then the last thing you want to do is plug them into the system. Once they get signed up as a business partner, that's just the first step on their journey. We can't sign people up and then just let them go out there and say, hey, go out there and be somebody. Figure it out yourself. You want to plug them into the system. You want to sit down with them, answer any questions that they have, share the blueprint with them, show them how simple it is just to get to. Plug them into the 10 family. Tell them about the Facebook pages. We have lots of Facebook pages. We have the 10 Prosperity Team, Tenacious Generation, 10 Testimonial Sprays, 10 Sprays Really Work. There's lots of different Facebook pages they can get plugged into. Give them the call schedule. We have these calls every day at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We also have calls on Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a call on Wednesday that's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So get them plugged into the system. And then you want to be there to assist them. You want to provide support. Your job is to help them schedule their first PTP party. Assist them with 3-way call-in. Be there to provide third-party validation. And it doesn't matter if you join today and your business partner joins tomorrow, and then on Wednesday you guys are talking to a new prospect. Whatever it is, you guys are going to know more than anybody who's just coming into the business because they know nothing. At least you know how to get signed up, right? At least you know what the products are probably. At least you have an idea of the compensation plan, or at least the fact that you just need 2. So it doesn't really matter what you say, because that third-party validation, I've heard people who are really, really good on the third party. I've heard people who are just okay. But it never really matters, because at that point, the person is just saying, okay, good, there's somebody else on the phone. This is probably a real opportunity, and they're already convincing themselves. So it's just really that. It's just validation on what you guys have been doing. So I hope this blueprint has just told you how simple the system is. It's easy. It's simple. If everyone would just, don't make it too complicated. Don't get too worried about it. And most importantly, never stop talking to people every single day. If you stop talking to people, you will start to see your business stagnate. Because here's what happens. You don't talk to people today, okay, well, maybe that won't affect you. Then you don't talk to people tomorrow. It's like, okay, well, it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is church day, and so people go to church, so I can't talk to people on Wednesday. I'll call people on Saturday. Saturday comes, and, everyone's got football practice, and, they're busy. They're sleeping in. I can't call. Monday, absolutely Monday. I'm going to do this on Monday. Monday comes around, it's like, oh, yeah, oh, man, I didn't bring anybody's number. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah. And you start making excuses. And that's when that fear starts to creep in, and you become afraid to talk to people. So just get your list, call people, just go A through Z, and just start offering people the opportunity. You'd be surprised how many people are waiting for you to just open your mouth and say something. They're struggling with a disease, and they've been taking vitamin D pills, and they haven't worked. Or people who have lost their job, and they've been waiting for an opportunity for a part-time business. So you don't know who's waiting for you until you go out there and ask. So be bold, Tim family. Go out there, ask, share, talk, and we will see you at the top. Back to you, Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise.
Thank you, Coach Nikisha. Pastor Dale, I hear you there in the background. Were you trying to get in to say something? No? Okay, I thought I was going to try to get in. Nikisha,
No, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay. Nikisha, thank you, dear, once again for getting us those great tips to get us started in the week. I hope that everyone was writing fast enough to write down what you needed to add to your toolbox. Maybe you didn't need every tool that Nikisha shared, but I know that you heard something that's going to help you to get your business up and going. If there's no more than taking advantage of that three-way calling. If you're trying to do this thing by yourself, it ain't going to work. This is teamwork, remember? Team, effort international. So get that third-party validation. Get someone else on the other calls with you, and have them to share with you their part of what's happening with Team Effort Network. Don't try to do it by yourself. It's a whole group of folks around the globe that's willing to help you to build your business and to build your team. Because we need to really get the word out there. People are in need of what we have. I can't express that enough. From what I experienced and witnessed last week, people are just waiting. They're just waiting to be introduced to what we have, and they're saying yes. And I'll tell you a simple thing you can ask someone if you just happen to be maybe in a grocery food line or at the gas station or at the convenience store. Just ask them, are you going to put anything nutrition in your body today? Like when you see people buying junk food at the counter, they got their Snickers and their Reese's Pieces and their Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and you're like, oh, that looks yummy, whatever. And then just ask them, are you going to put anything of nutrition in your body today? Have you thought about that? They may think, maybe not. And I said, but I have something that will just how to make you feel a little bit better, let you know that you did get some nutrition in your body for the day, and just give it something to think about. Because what are you putting in your body compared to, as far as nutrition goes, compared to all the junk that you're feeding your body? And I'm telling you, family, I can't express enough how we really just need to get out there and share in abundance what we're doing here in 10. But Pastor, did you have anything for Nikisha before we let her go?
Well, Nikisha's done a great job as always. I always look forward to Nikisha's training. I always learn something from it, so I know everybody else has benefited from it as well. Keep in mind, guys, as Nikisha said, don't do this alone. You're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. There's so many people out here willing to help you with your three-way calls, help you with your TTPs, get people on the call and in the business, get them already plugged into a system that works, that's generating income, that's generating more recruits as a result of the system. Stay tied in. Make sure you're on the calls Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. If you're not able to get on those calls are recorded. You can get those calls recorded. Make sure your team is listening to these calls. Me and Pastor Denise get so many calls of people asking us questions about stuff that we talk about on the calls during the week. That just goes to show people are not listening to the calls. So you want to make sure that they're listening to the call so we won't have to keep going over the same information when they can get that information that we put on the calls. Also, don't forget you have your Tuesday night calls with Mr. T, Show Me Your Money call at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Pat and Ed Lowe at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Get people plugged into the calls. Get plugged into the TTPs. If you haven't started a TTP, get one started. You're going to see people starting to come. We're really excited about all you guys who just joined our business, the new folks on the block. We're so excited to have you guys on board. We're looking forward to helping you build and build real, real fast. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Hasta mañana.
Our quote, let's get our quote for today. So where are you going?
Well, I thought you were going to go to Kevin Bond.
Oh, UK. I think we're going to the UK today. It's Monday, right? After UK, it's Anita Poole with our quote for today. Anita, you there?
All right. UK it is.
Anita Poole, are you there?
I thought it was Kevin Bond today.
Okay. All right. Well, one star. Kevin Bond, Atlanta, Georgia. How are you, sir? Are you there with our quote for today?
I am excited, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, my one-star business partners. How y'all doing out there? Woo! Wow, incredible. Nikisha Bond, how you doing, Nikisha? Woo! Good to hear y'all's voices today. I tell you, Pastor Denise, I've been calling your name all week thinking you was on the call. The call's never like you. I tell you, every time I just say, man, I love it. I love it. There's nothing like you, and, of course, you got to always be on the call. We know that. So we thank you for being back today. Guys, hey, the key word this week is enthusiasm, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale,
yes.
Nikisha. Enthusiasm. You guys have brought it today. to the network. That's what we're going to face off with this week. Enthusiasm. Please understand, nothing on the planet gets done without enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen. People have got to just get excited about 10. And I tell you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, Nikisha, I just thank God for Bell and ABJ. Woo! Incredible what they have come up with these sprays. I tell you, we got people excited, lives changed, health getting back. It's just incredible. People making money, cars are flowing. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, those who are on the call, you're going to have so many cars you're going to be qualifying for. You better get a list of who you're going to give them away to. It's going to be incredible in the future, I tell you, when you start getting these cars and the programming and all the bonuses. We got 10 ways of making money, guys. Just excited. So the key word this week for everybody on the line is enthusiasm, and I got 3 quick quotes for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. I tell you, Nikisha sounds more and more like Amy Jill. I love it when she's teaching, just rapid fire. You better get it all fast. I tell you, you better be right fast when Nikisha's talking. So Nikisha, great job. Thank you for all you do. Hey, our first quote of the day comes from Confucius. He says, wherever you go with all your heart. I know Pastor Denise loves that one. Wherever you go, ladies and gentlemen, go with all your heart. The second quote comes from Emerson. He says, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Woo, I love it. And the last quote of the day comes from Norman Vincent Peale. Everybody, I want y'all to take this one and run with it. Run to the next 10 people that you meet today. If you have zest and enthusiasm, you attract zest and enthusiasm. Life does give back in kind. And people will say, what I got to do to be a part of your team, ladies and gentlemen? You put that enthusiasm in there this week, believe me, you're going to sign 5, 10, 15, 20 people up this week. Just be excited about what you're doing. Back to you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, Nikisha. We love you guys. Awesome. Welcome to the future.
And one star comes on has that road trip going, the bus trip coming from Atlanta to North Carolina.
Yes, it's coming up.
To the big event, to the East Coast Regional.
Yes, I am going to have updates for you tomorrow. I just talked to my coordinator today via text. I'm going to call her today and getting some details and all the information. So I'll be putting that out tomorrow. Guys, for you guys, can't wait. $150 round trip from Atlanta all the way up to D.C., the Maryland, D.C. area. I love it. And we are working out the details, and we will definitely share that with you guys as soon as I get it right down to the details on the trip. So I know, for example, right now we got a $150 round trip, Pastor Denise, and they're looking great. Everybody's excited, and we just want to get the numbers up and get everybody to fill that bus up so we can go through North Carolina, pick up some folks, and keep moving forward. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Great time of fellowship. It's going to be a great time. We've done that before with another event, and I tell you, we just bonded with everybody on the bus. We had a great time. We're going to be having snacks. We're going to be probably doing 3-way calls on the bus and everything. All kind of stuff going to be happening while we're on the bus. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So updates tomorrow.
It sounds good. And don't forget, family, call and book your room at the Gaylord.
Yes.
Just remember, when you call to book your room, call. Actually, it would be really great if you all just call Maureen Smith. I mean, you can call the Gaylord. Don't think that you can't. Call the Gaylord directly. But make sure you give them the room code or the room event name, which is 10 Team Effort. Okay? So that's the event name, 10 Team Effort. And then they will know exactly where to book your room. And Maureen's number, again, 703-989-6254, 703-989-6254. She would do an excellent job making sure you're all taken care of. So those that are coming on the bus, make sure you all are calling to book that room because, those rooms are going to go. And if you want to have more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people in the room, that's between you and your 4 or 5 or 10 people. But, if you call and you book your room, if you tell them you're going to have 10 people in the room or 8 people in the room, then, anyway, you might not want to put it that way. Just say,
yeah, right. You don't want to do that.
You might not want to do that. Just say you call it to, book a room for, get the double bed. Or get your double bed because then you're going to have all that extra space, sleeping space, and a pull-out bed and everything like that. So you can get a good 6 people in a room very comfortably, and you all can share. Share the cost in your room. And then make it a beautiful family event because the East Coast Regional is going to be amazing, amazing. Everything leading up to it right now is already amazing. We also want to, again, congratulate those who qualified for their cars. Carolyn Knotts in Detroit, congratulations, girl. Pastor Dale Wafer, where you going to get your car? Why are you playing? Why are you playing? Why are you playing? Where are you going to go pick it up?
I'm working on that. I'm working on that next qualification.
You're working on an upgrade, Pastor. Pastor needs
I'm working on the upgrade.
Working on upgrade.
Don't get cute already.
I can't get nothing with no $600.
Listen, no, he's too cute now, y'all. He's too cute now.
I love it, Pastor. Get your upgrade, Pastor. Get your upgrade.
I'll be driving my car already. Well, anyway, congratulations, twin. Congratulations on that.
Absolutely.
And Cheryl Church is qualified. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Maureen Smith and Melissa Honeybee. Congratulations.
Maureen, yes. Melissa Honeybee, yes. All of all my team players. I love it, man.
Yes, and I know Dr. Vincent, I don't know why Dr. Vincent is being so quiet. I think Dr. Vincent would come up with that 3,000 point winner. I think that's what he's doing. I think that's what he's going to shock us with. But anyway, Tony, thank you guys for being here today. It's been great. Make sure you call and book your room for the event. Make sure you give your name into bonus@teicorporate.com if you have qualified for the July Civil promotion. Make sure you email that in so they will know that you qualified for it. And be back on the call again tomorrow morning to hear more great things that's happening here in Team Effort and more great testimonies tomorrow. And to know this, family, without a shadow of a doubt, you are loved, you are greatly appreciated. Go out there and have a blessed day on purpose. Mwah.